it's been a year since I did the last interview. Obviously, there's been some ups and there's been some downs. Quite hard really, because in a lot of ways the leg has stayed the same, and like I said, we go forward 2 steps and we can go back 6, 7. So it's tedious, it's disheartening. I almost get really actually very resentful of my leg. There's times when it's been said before, but I really could just go for the trot, actually have it amputated to see if it would make that much of a positive impact in my life. So I resent it greatly, because obviously the gangrene in that, and it does make an impact. I do get really disheartened, because obviously this is my life. You get one go, and that's it. We all get one go, and you want to make and get the best that you can. So yeah, I do get really disheartened by it.
Last year when we did this interview, Lisa's prognosis hasn't really changed. The situation with her leg isn't really any different. We did have a spell for a few months where the sore on her right leg did seem to die down to a reasonable size, up to normal, and we thought it was going to clear up, but in recent weeks it's opened back up and it's 50% of the size it was before, which was huge. So really nothing's changed. Lisa's iron levels, they've tried to find a way of increasing them, that maybe the blood flow to the leg with a higher iron strength might make it better. So she's recently had the hysterectomy. It was only very recently, within 6-7 weeks, so it's early days for the iron levels, but hopefully they'll increase, and maybe her leg will start to get a bit better. Fairly recently, last year, we tried to no avail to get a solicitor to take our case, to reopen what we think the solicitor should have taken care of all those years ago. And with Lisa's leg and other things, her health getting worse in other ways because of this, we think that originally the diagnosis wasn't full enough to take into account things that were going to change over the decades afterwards. We got together basically almost a sort of portfolio of Lisa's issues, problems, and the situation at the moment. We took it to a local solicitor. They spent a week or so sort of mulling over it, looking at it. They took the dates into account of how long it's been since, and they decided that there was not a case to answer because of the time scale, and it wasn't a case of probably even opening a court case with the hospital, but more of the solicitor that took it on, and possibly a way of suing the solicitor instead of the healthcare themselves. But it came to no avail, so we're still no further on legally than we were before.
I understand you have a hospital appointment, and what is this appointment for?
Okay, well, the hospital appointment, the vascular surgeon has decided now that he would like me to go under what's called 3-layer compression. I've been doing 2-layer compression at home. He wants the hospital and the doctors to do it a couple times a week. Basically, he said obviously they're equipped and they know sort of how to do it. Basically, what it entails is a barrier cream layer, and then a layer of cotton wool, and then it's a layer of absorbent, if you like, dressing to absorb all the exude and the stuff that comes off of the leg, and then it's another layer of cotton wool and 2 layers of stretch bandage. And basically it's got to be put on very, very tight. So yeah, there's measurements and everything in sort of involved with it, and they have to get it exactly right.
How have you been getting gone?
Well, I took it off the one that you did on Tuesday. I had to change it on Thursday. It was just burning, really, yeah. I mean, it was more Friday than Thursday. It was about 12:30. So, but it was just burning so much.
Okay.
It's almost sometimes I can stand the gunk around it and it's not really a problem, but sometimes there's just agony.
Nervous at all when having these bandages put on?
No, not nervous really, because I do sometimes taking it off because obviously I don't know if it's going to be worse or, you know, drastically worse, because it happens. You know, sometimes I can open it up and it looks like someone's been chewing on it. It just can fall apart literally.
Right, let's unwrap. So when is this put on?
I put this one on this morning, but that one, so I've ended up changing it twice, but if obviously the other one, if I'd left it on longer, it would have, well, you know, twice a week I think should be okay. I just can't believe how much it leaks.
The nurse is going to order you up some charcoal absorbent dressings.
Oh, brilliant.
I think you might find those better because it's a sort of 2-in-1. It'll help with the malodor and it'll also absorb the exudate.
Oh, really?
So she's going to get that ordered for you.
It does stink at the minute. It goes just...
I think because you're living with it, you're a
Do you
lot
think
more
so?
aware of it, absolutely.
I mean-
think it gets into the back of your nose.